Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are fine. So today we are going to start our next chapter, that is chapter number 5, acids, bases and salt. See students, nature has provided us with many elements which combine together in various proportions to form what? Compounds. And we can group that compounds on the basis of their taste. On the basis of their what? Taste, into three groups, that is what? Acids, bases and salts. See, the compounds that are sour in taste, they are known as what? Acids, whereas the compounds that are bitter in taste are known as what? Bases, and the compounds that are salty to taste are known as what? Salts. Now the next topic that we are having, that how to determine that whether the given compound is acid, base or salt. For this we are having what? Indicator. We are having what? Indicator. So what is indicator? Indicator is what? A chemical substance that is used to identify whether a compound is acidic or basic by showing a color change. That means when we add any indicator to a given compound that we want to test that whether it is acid or base, its color get changed, and by seeing the change in color we can identify that whether the given compound is acid, base and salt. See, next is what? We are having two types of indicators. One is natural indicator and next is synthetic indicators. Okay, see, natural indicators that are obtained from natural materials, like we are having one red cabbage that is extracted from red cabbage leaves, litmus that we obtain from lichens, China rose that we obtain from China rose petals. Next we are having what? Synthetic indicators, one methyl orange and second phenol phthalate and so on. Okay. So next I am going to show you a table that shows that which indicator gives you which color with acid and a base, so that you can identify. See, first I want to discuss with you litmus. Litmus is what? The most commonly used acid base indicator, and it is a purple color dye obtained from lichens. And litmus solution is made by adding this dye to distilled water, and this purple solution turns red when added to an acid and blue when added to a base. And litmus solution is also available as what? Red litmus and blue litmus solutions. Also the red litmus solution and blue litmus solution are available in the form of litmus papers. Okay, and a red litmus paper or a red litmus solution show no change with acid, that means it will remain red, whereas it shows color blue when it is dipped in what? Base or solution is added to a base. And if we talk about blue litmus solution or blue litmus paper, it will turn red when added to acid, no change, that means it will remain blue when added to base. Methyl orange, in acid it gives red or pink color, in base yellow or orange color. Phenol phthalate, with acid colorless and with base pink. Red cabbage, with acid red pink color and with base blue or green color. China rose petals, with acids dark pink color with base green color. Okay. So this is how we can identify that whether the given compound is acid, base and salts. Okay. See students, next we are having topic neutral substances. Now the substances which will not bring about any change in the color of indicators are known as what? Neutral substances. And the few examples of neutral substances are this, like neutral solids, salt, sugar, glucose, neutral liquids, kerosene, petrol, neutral gases, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. These all substances are what? Neutral. Next topic we are having what? Ions. So students, we know that everything around us that occupy mass and have some mass is known as what? Matter. And matter is made up of atoms. Okay. And the charged atoms or a group of charged atoms is known as what? Ions. And ions can be of two types, positive ions and negative ions. So positive ions are those ions which have positive charge, and they are also known as what? Cations. Whereas negative ions are those ions which have a what? Negative charge and are known as what? Anions. Okay. Next we have to start with first acids. What are acids? First we can say that acids are sour in taste. Second, acids are compounds that produce what? Positive hydrogen ions in water. That means H positive. Here H positive means hydrogen ions. Now next we have to discuss that how we can classify the acids. So students, depending upon the source, strength and quantity of the water present in the acids, we can classify acids into various categories. First, if I talk about source, so depending upon the source, acids are classified as mineral acids, organic acids. So mineral acids are those acids which are prepared artificially from minerals found on the earth, are known as what? Mineral acids. For example, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, all are what? Mineral acids. And they are also known as what? Inorganic acids. Second, we are having what? Organic acids. The acids which occur naturally and are found in plants and animals are called what? Organic acids. For example, citric acid, acetic acid, lactic acid, all present in our food items are known as what? Organic acids. And formic acid, that is present in bee sting venom. When any bee sting bites us, it injects in our body what? Formic acid. That is an example of organic acid. Next, we can classify the acids on the basis of their strength. Okay, that is strong acids. As I have told you earlier that acids are compounds that produce positive hydrogen ions in water. So strong acids are those acids that produce a large amount of hydrogen ions in water, like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. Whereas weak acids are those acids that produce a small amount of hydrogen ions in water. For example, acetic acid, carbonic acid, formic acid, all are what? Weak acids. Next is what? Quantity of water. Concentrated acids, dilute acids. So concentrated acids are those acids which contain lesser quantity of water dissolved in them. That means less water, more acid. Okay. So sulfuric acid is usually found in concentrated form. Next we are having what? Dilute acids. The acids which are dissolved in large quantity of water, that means more water, less acid, are known as what? Dilute acids. Okay. So next we have to discuss what? The properties of acids. So basically first property is what? Ki acids are sour to taste. They are soluble in water. They are good conductors of electricity. That means they conduct electricity. They are colorless. They are corrosive. That means they can cause skin burn. Okay, students. So this is all for our today's lecture. Your homework is C. Define acids, define ions, differentiate between organic and mineral acids, and also give an example of each. So goodbye, have a nice day.